understand this word. Because why? Romans 11:7, Most High blind your eyes that you can't see. Alright? Somebody give me, I believe it's Colossians 3:3. Give me, I believe it's 2 Corinthians 4:4. They say the God of this world.
Colossians 3 verse 3. Go ahead. Colossians chapter 3 verse 3. For ye are dead, and your life.
Give us Ephesians. Ephesians 3:4.
Right, this is Ephesians chapter 3 verse 4. Whereby, when he read, ye may understand my knowledge in the mystery of Mashiach.
Yeah, where's the mystery of Yahushua? What was the mystery? The mystery is his dark skin. Right now, because back then, people didn't accept him as the Son of the Most High. So back then, the mystery that he was the Son of the Most High. Now the mystery is that he's dark skin. And so you people still can't get it. And it's written in the book. Just as it was written in the book back then, it's still communicating back then. And that is the wonders of the Most High. That's why Paul said, the terror of the Most High will persuade men. Because the Most High exactly just said that having like a fool. Go ahead.
Romans 11 verse 7, it says, but then Israel has not obtained that which seeketh for, but the election has obtained and the rest were blind.
And the rest were blinded. Most High blind the eyes. You understand? Most High blind the eyes. Go back, somebody give me Isaiah 6 and I believe it's 9. Go ahead.
This is Ephesians chapter 3 verse 5. It says, which in other ages was not made known unto the sons of men, as it is now revealed unto his holy apostles and prophets.
So I guess everybody is holy apostles and prophets, because everybody understands the scriptures. Come now, man. Give me that scripture.
It's in 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 3. But if for gospel be hid, it is said to them that are lost.
Yeah, you lost. You understand? You're lost. Most High don't want you. You're lost. Alright, G-man, who tells that Israel you lost. The Most High don't want you. You are just waste of sperm. Alright, go ahead.
Oh, you're done? No. It says, I read all verse 5. Ephesians 3 and 5. Which in other ages was not made known unto the sons of men, as it is now revealed unto his holy apostles and prophets by the Spirit, that the Gentiles should be followers and of the same body and partakers of his promise in Mashiach by the gospel.
By the gospel. So now, you know what they will say? Back then the Gentiles wasn't the Lord people.
God.
So now the Lord taking them back, because back then Israel didn't want them to do the Gentiles. So the Lord taking them back now. But hey, what about the prophecies?
God. Hey,
Let me get the prophecies. Give us something. Let me give me Isaiah 14 and 1.
this is Luke chapter 24.
Let me get the prophecies.
Luke 24 verse chapter 24. And certain of them which were
And
with
somebody
us.
give me Isaiah 60, 12 and 14. Go ahead.
Luke 24 and 24. And certain of them which were with us went to the sepulchre and found it even so as the woman had said. But him they saw not. Verse 25. Then he said unto them, O fools and slow of heart, to believe all that the prophets have spoken.
You understand? You're slow heart to believe when the prophets have spoken. You didn't understand the scriptures, because it was in you to believe, to understand. Alright? Somebody give me Isaiah 14.
It's Isaiah 14 verse 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
Yeah,
right.
and there's a next thing. So now the scripture said that Israel, the Lord will take Israel out of captivity and put them back in their own land. When that happened? When did that happen?
Not in 1948.
Somebody give me Isaiah 49 and 1. When did that happen? Give me, not Isaiah, Jeremiah 49 and 1.
Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 1.
Go ahead.
Is that? Yeah. It says concerning the Ammonites, thus said Yahweh, had Israel no sons?
Yeah, had Israel no sons? Go ahead.
Had he no heir? why then does your king inherit that? And his people dwell in the city.
Yeah, so why other nations in the land right now? Israel don't have no sons? That the Edomites and the so-called Arabs could dwell in our lands? Go ahead.
Therefore,
Let me hear what the Lord had to say. Go ahead.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will cause an alarm of war to be heard in Rabbah of the Ammonites, and it shall be a desolate heap, and the daughters shall be burned with fire. Then shall Israel be heir unto them that were his heirs.
Yes, then Israel shall be heir unto them that were his heir. When did Israel rule over the other nations? When did the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans rule over other people after 1948? When? We're still here.
That's right.
So what about the prophecies? Give me the Isaiah 60 or something.
This is Psalms 102 and 13. Thou shalt arise and have mercy
Somebody give
upon
me
Zion.
Talk. Right.
Psalms 102 and 13. And thou shalt arise and have mercy upon Zion, for thy time to favor her. Yea, the set time is come, for thy servants take pleasure in her stones, and favor the dust thereof. So the heathen shall fear the name of the Lord, and all the kings of the earth thy glory. When the Lord shall build up Zion, he shall appear in his glory.
Yeah, and hey, you have a head chopper for Mr. G, man. Hold on for me.
And you say he's going to make us white stones?
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 49 verse
Yeah.
Isaiah 49 verse 23.
Hey, the Lord subject unto his words. So what about these scriptures? When will they be fulfilled? If the Lord love everybody red and yellow, black and white. And if the Lord love everybody red and yellow, black and white, it's because he's an Israelite in another nation's skin. Confusion of faces. Alright? Go ahead.
Isaiah 49 verse 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers.
What the kings right now? Right down here in Trinidad, we have one called Sabga. You understand? Where the Sheikh over there in Saudi Arabia, we are the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers. Alright? They are the kings. And they're gonna lick the dust off our feet.
That's right.
Just like the sure Esau like to have lions and bears as straw rugs, we're gonna skin them alive and make matter of we're gonna skin them alive. We're gonna just have them lying down there to be our straw rugs.
God, that's right.
That's
So red carpet. He's going to be the true red carpet.
Hey, you know, like how they show them Chinese, just have on them wooden slippers. The wooden slippers with the 2 pieces of wood hanging down. I don't know where the fuck they'll come up with that from, but hey, I pawn a shoes just like to walk on Esau back.
With spikes.
With spikes, you understand? Go ahead.
It says, and kings shall be thy nursing.
What about when David said, I hate them that hate you with perfect hatred? What about that? What about the prophecies? Go ahead.
It says, and kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers.
Yeah, like Queen Elizabeth, she gonna be our nursing mother. Mean what? That she better know how to let's call it.
Parkinson's.
Yeah, so you know, yeah, Parkinson's disease. Hey, when you come in and serve my tea, you better not spill none, bitch. You understand? You better hold that cup good. You understand? Better hold that cup good. Well,
It says, and queens.
because you know like how they like tea, so I used to serve tea. You understand? I never spot of tea. You understand?
How much cubes of sugar would you like to have in that?
You
None,
understand?
bitch. I got it nectar and honey. God.
Good. Hey, and yeah, as I said, nectar and honey, guess what? Bitch, go in the fucking honey, put it behind, and get me honey without the mask.
Squeeze it
You understand? Get me fresh honey without the mask. Take all these things and then bring me back my honey and don't even scratch. Kill none of my bees. You understand? Go ahead.
It says, and their queens thy nursing mothers, they shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet.
Yeah, just like they're looking at us as a menstruous woman. Hey, the time coming when they even gonna look at us. They don't even have the courage to look up. Alright? Their head gonna be down to the ground always. And that is the inheritance of all these nations that had the Negroes, that those are Native Americans in captivity.
That's right.
Most likely and subdue them under our feet. And that is what we're looking forward to. Right? You people talking about, oh, the Most I love everybody. Show me the scriptures with the Lord said that. Give me that scripture.
You no longer will bring this for you?
Just now, give me the scripture. If the Lord loved everybody and the Lord loved the Gentiles, tell me about the scripture.
This is Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 7. The lion has come up to his thicket.
Go ahead.
And the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way.
Yeah, destroyer of the Gentiles. So when did he change to become the lover of the Gentiles? Alright? You are not knowing the scriptures.
That's right.
What the scriptures say, give me Susanna. Give me Susanna when Daniel was cursing out the two elders. Alright? In Susanna. During inhabitants. Yeah. It was two elders of Israel. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And these are Susanna, book of Daniel, Susanna in the Apocrypha. Alright? And it says, these are one chapter long, it reads, verse 55. And Daniel said, Verily, very well thou hast lied against thy own head, for even now the angel of the Most High received the sentence of the Most High to cut thee in two. So he put them aside and commanded to bring the other and said unto him, O thou seed of Canaan, and not of Judah.
Yes, so I guess that elder of Israel was not Israelite, he was a Canaanite. You are not knowing the scriptures. You understand? You are not knowing the scriptures. That was just like a disrespect. Like saying, boy, he's not Israelite, boy. He's a blasted Indian. Like them Indian and them like to wind up on one another, them East Indian men. They like to wind up on one another. If you say an Israelite man, you say, boy, he's an East Indian, boy, he's not Israelite. And that is what was going on back then. You understand? Go back to the scriptures, you see something. Nah. You see something. Yeah.
This is Psalms 147, and people was mentioned twice by two different people. This is Psalm 47 verse 1. Oh, clap your hands, all ye people. Shout unto the Most High with the voice of triumph. For Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth. He shall subdue the people under us and the nations under our feet.
Yeah. Hey, when we're going back with the Lord the Passover, the scriptures say a stranger shall not eat thereof. And then it comes down a couple of verses to say, if a stranger shall eat, let all his males be circumcised. Lord, that's some contradicting to me. Yes, some contradicting if you don't go into the blasted Hebrew. Yet, if you don't go into the Hebrew, it will be contradicted. When you look at the first stranger, is what? A bandagar, a son of a stranger, and non-Israelite. You are done talking about an Israelite that sojourned from another land. If he had to come, then he had to be circumcised. But them dogs can't come and eat the Passover. The Most High never passed over them in Egypt. So how the hell they can keep the Passover?
It's Isaiah 41 and 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. We know.
Lamentation 1 and 10. Go ahead.
Verse 11.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 41 and 11. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall
we look up and say, they're hot. They had a hatred towards us. They're going to be confounded. Because really and truly, if all these nations were to just rise up against each other, which one of these nations could come back against us hand to hand? Big man thing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 4:7. This is Isaiah 42:1. Behold, my servant, he said, who I uphold, my elect, in whom my soul delighted, I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment unto the Gentiles.
Yeah, judgment unto the Gentiles. You understand? Judgment unto the Gentiles. Matching up with what? Revelation 2:25 to 27. You understand? Somebody had something?
We ain't going to the war, ain't going to the Hebrew war then. Boy, there's the other nation.
Boy. Yeah, and them dogs like to call us boy.
Yeah.
You understand? Go ahead.
This is Lamentation chapter 1 verse 10. It says, The adversary had spread out his hand upon all her pleasant things, for she had seen that the heathen entered into her sanctuary, whom thou commandest that they should not enter into thy congregation.
But wait, but wait. When did the Lord say they could enter in? When did the Lord change his mind? The scripture said the Lord is not subject to variables. There's no immutability of his counsel. I change not. You forget these scriptures? Are you talking about, oh, we don't want to, oh, we just want to bring precept upon precept. We don't want to read high up, or we don't want to read lower down. When it comes to John 3:16, you don't read high up or read lower down. You probably don't even know what John 3:18 is, or John 3:1.
Matthew 1:1.
You understand?
This is Ezekiel 44, just back the Lamentations. Hear what the Most High had to say. This is Ezekiel 44, verse 6 and 7. And thou shalt say to the rebellious, even to the house of Israel, thus said Yahweh power, all ye house of Israel, let it suffice you of all your abominations, and that ye have brought into my sanctuary strangers, uncircumcised in heart and uncircumcised in flesh, to be in my sanctuary, to pollute it, even my house, when he offer my bread.
Somebody match him up with Zechariah 14, I believe it's verse 12. Go ahead.
The fat and the blood, and they have broken my covenant because of all your abominations. But there's a commandment in Deuteronomy 23, verse 1, that these other nations shall not enter into the congregation of the Most High.
That's 21. Zechariah 14, 21.
Zechariah chapter 14, verse 21. And it reads, Yea, every pot in Jerusalem and in Judah shall be holiness unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai of hosts. And all they that sacrifice shall come in and take of them and see therein. And in that day there shall be no more the Canaanites in the house of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai of hosts.
So now, let me ask you this question. Every Most High was for everybody. Why when the Lord took Israel and the mixed multitude say, hey, let me go with these people? Why every time the Lord had to talk to Moses, he says, speak unto the children of Israel? Why he never says, speak unto the mixed multitude? If the Lord was for everybody, and he was showing all the time that he was for Israel, and he have a change of heart and he told every people, why he just didn't lay some born an Edomite? Why he didn't lay some born a Roman? Say, hey, I understand the Most High, well, Lord make me a Roman, so we have to love everybody. Why the Lord didn't do that? Why the scripture say, King of the Jews? Why he still had a born an Israelite?
Said, if he shall save his people from their sins. Yeah. Because only Israel was given the laws, only Israel could have sinned. When Christians cut, when they get asked for.
This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possession.
Yeah, the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Understand? Going back to Acts 1:21, ye men of Israel, hear these words. That's Acts 1:21. Understand? Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Salvation is of the Jews. As I was saying, the common salvation. What was the common salvation back then? Right? You Christians like to say the common salvation is to save you from sin, save you from the devil. You don't even know who the ass is the devil. You believe that Satan really watch the Most High in the face and rebel? Really? Fucking Satan really look at the Most High in the face and rebel? When the Lord said the devils tremble before the Most High, and really, Satan really rebel against the Most High, really? Really, bitch? Really?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
This is Jude 16, verse 14. Let all creatures serve thee. For thou spakest, and they were made. Thou didst send forth thy spirit, and it created them, and there is none that can resist
Did
thy
not
voice.
the scripture say, thy hands made the crooked serpent? The Most High made the straight and the crooked. I did all these. I create darkness, I create light. If the Most High cast out Satan, what the hell are you doing in heaven having a meeting with the Lord? If the Lord tried the heart, What is the instrument the Lord used to try the hearts? The angels on the left. And it's playing unto the right just but to the wicked is a stumbling block. And I can't wait for the day when Isaiah 14, Isaiah 41, 15 be fulfilled. Micah 5 and 7 be fulfilled. I can't wait for them days.
Something for you, yeah.
Understand?
This is
The
wisdom.
common salvation back then was Israel wanted to come out from servitude and from slavery. And we in slavery here in the last days, so the salvation once again is to come out from under persecution and oppression. And from having dogs ruling over us.
Right.
The Lord rightly said it, dogs have come past me. Dogs. The most took them blasted dogs, some of the Caucasus mountains, teach them how to wipe the blasted ass and put on clothes and to talk. And these dogs, the so-called white man coming to rule over us. That is oppression. Scriptures say there's a wisdom that increases greed. When you read that the so-called white man, when the scriptures, when he speaketh a lie, speaking of himself, that he really was a blasted troglodyte, a cave dweller, and he come to rule over us. Wow! The scriptures say the Most High really set up the basis set up men.
That's right.
And the can't get baser than the so-called white man.
That's right.
That was the serpent back there in the Garden of Eden.
Right.
The basis of all the beasts. And he going back there. He gonna forget how to talk. They show him crying to the apes. He's all gonna forget how to talk again. He's going back to being a blasted troglodyte.
Right.
A caveman. You can eat your own shit, you can drink your own piss. You can't get on to eat. Trust what you're telling you. Mark my words. You have a show me a share at the side party let eat so you ain't gonna eat, you ain't gonna sleep, you ain't gonna drink nothing but your own blasted piss and shit.
Right. Right. Right.
That's right.
I don't know when picking ticks out of the air.
Now they need to be eating the blasted ticks. You understand? They need to be eating the ticks out there. You eat ticks, you get relics. Nothing to eat. You understand? Nothing to eat. Because the scriptures say they give them double. When they're cutting out pig guts and give with the guts to eat and give with chicken foot and cow foot, you give with blasters crumbs to eat. You ain't even getting the crumbs. Alright? You're not even getting the crumbs. Somebody give me Isaiah 33 and 1.
You on a 1,000 year fast.
That's still a 1,000 year fast. You better in yo.
Isaiah chapter 33 verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealtest and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
Go ahead.
When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
Yeah, we're gonna deal treacherous. Somebody look up that word treacherous. See what that word treacherously means in Isaiah 33. We're gonna deal treacherously with you. Somebody give me Isaiah 16, 12 and 14. We're gonna deal treacherously with you. You, your woman, your children. Somebody give me Psalms 137. Somebody give me Psalms 149. Somebody give me Psalms 2 and 1. Somebody give me Ezekiel, I believe it's 12:25 or 35 and 5, somewhere around there. I will live vengeance. Go ahead.
Treacherously, right?
Yeah, we treacherously say.
Keep it strong. 8:98 it says, Bagad, the primitive root to cover within a garment regularly to act covertly, by implication to pillage, deal deceitfully, treacherously, unfaithful, transgress.
Yeah, so basically just like how you deal with the Native Americans when they treat you as good and you treat them bad, we're gonna do that same thing. You understand? We're gonna deal with you that same way. Right? Go ahead. Isaiah, yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 60 verse 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
Yeah, they're gonna be utterly wasted. When did that scripture be fulfilled? Because guess what? That was to Isaiah written in the Babylonian kingdom. From Babylon to Medo-Persia to Greek to Roman. When that scripture fulfilled, we hear again. When it gonna be fulfilled, G-man? When? Go ahead.
Verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee
Somebody give me Revelation 1:25.
shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
Yeah, bow at the soles of thy feet. You understand? So all these nations, Sabga, Jimmy Aboud, all you gonna bow down to our feet.
That's right.
That's right.
And they shall call thee the city of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Yeah, the scriptures say in that day, give me Isaiah 61, I believe it's 9. Isaiah 61 and 9.
This is Isaiah chapter 61 verse 9. And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles.
Yeah, so now you're calling us niggas, Spanish, whatever you want to call us. But guess what? In that day, you're going to call us the city, you're going to call us to Zion. Your rightful name, go ahead.
And their offspring among this people. All that see them shall acknowledge them that they are the seed which Yahweh Hashem Yahushai
Yeah,
hath blessed.
and not them red devils over in the Middle East. Alright? We are Yashala.
That's right.
Right? And the Most High making sure that they can't take our glory, that they call themselves Jewish. They can't even call themselves Jews.
Somewhat.
You understand? They can't.
Pertaining to.
You understand?
Ish. Prefix, postfix. Somewhat or pertaining to.
Understand? They can't even call themselves Israel. They call themselves Israeli. You understand? They leave all the ites to the first step Israeli. Show you can't be people of the Lord. We are Israel.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead. Go ahead. You do your thing.
The Psalms chapter 137, verse 7. It says, remember, O Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, the children of Edom.
Yeah, but yet you people say forget. How the hell are you going to forget 400 years of slavery and oppression? How are you going to forget? Alright? The Most High saying he ain't forgetting. Alright? The scripture said that wars are continually before me. He said in all their affliction, I was afflicted.
Right.
How could Yahweh Hashem Yahushai forget what the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans went through into the hands of the so-called white man?
Right.
How the hell you would tell me forget? And the Lord said he ain't forgetting.
Right.
Now when the Lord said he gonna deal dust with you,
God.
can thy heart endure? Go ahead.
Okay, precept replay.
Go ahead.
Zechariah chapter 2, verse 6.
The only reason why you damn Christians talk about love everybody is because you love your blasted slave master.
That's right.
Alright? You love your slave master. He don't have you so much slavery. Alright? He had you so much slavery. I'm dealing with you right now. I ain't dealing with you right now. Alright? He don't have you so much slavery. Something called Stockholm Syndrome, that you love the so-called white man. That guess what? You forget what he did to you.
That's right.
Or we forget. Alright?
Zechariah chapter 2, verse 8. For thus said the Lord of hosts, after to glory, and he sent me unto the nations to spoil you. For he that toucheth you, touching the apple of his eye.
Yeah, apple of the eye means the most precious
One
thing.
thing I would like to
Like you
find
said,
out,
don't
is
get
it one
eyeball.
water?
Anybody touch your eyeball, you will. Somebody give me Hosea. Let me show you where we're going to do somebody touch your eyeball. The apple of your eye. Somebody give me Hosea chapter 9. Huh? No, Hosea chapter 13, verse 8. Hosea 13, verse 8.
Hosea.
When somebody touch the apple of your eye, there's where you're going to do to them. Go ahead.
Hosea chapter 13, verse 8. I will meet them as a bear that is bereaved of her wealth.
Yeah, the bear's webs is she apple of her eyes.
That's right.
So anytime a bear bereaved of her webs, she don't care who do the damage, you know. You in the part, you gain damage. You understand? Go ahead.
It says, and I will rend the core of their heart, and I devour them like a lion.
And there's one Lord coming to do Isaiah 63 and 1. Somebody get out real quick.
The white beast shall tear them.
Africa, pregnant me, and tell me after it's not
Somebody give my 63.
Jesus, man of God.
Give my Isaiah 63 and 1.
And Bolan is not this one after.
Isaiah chapter
And he comes from
62, verse
Ghana,
1.
Africa.
It says, who is this that
His
cometh
name
from
is
Edom,
Mera.
with thy garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness might be saved.
Yeah, I am speaking righteousness. Righteousness say, we scripture say, he is wise and will bring evil. Yeah, how about show me a shot? I was watching the video Caleb was doing the other day. But guess what? I was actually in the process of preparing a video for that. And I see the video the brother did. Which is beautiful. You understand? The most size he won't bring in evil. You understand? What Kanye West say? They say that Jesus died for us. But I couldn't say who the side was. Yeah, how about show me a shot? The man of war. He's the one that the side was. That's right. And guess what? Just to deliver 1/3 of Israel over and distress the world. That's right. All right, go ahead.
It says, wherefore thou redden thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth the winepress. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me.
Yeah, there was none with me. But now the Lord have men with him. Because we rising up with Yahweh Hashem El Shai to be free. You understand? Go ahead.
It says, for I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garment, and I will stain all my raiment.
Yeah, so when that scripture was fulfilled, you church people talking about forget the Old Testament. The Old Testament was for people back then. Guess what? The New Testament was for people back then. It's like the case. Because it was written 2,000 years before your time. Alright? Ask for something else just now. And ask for something else. Psalms.
Psalm 141.
Revelation.
149 and 7. To execute vengeance. Right, verse 6. Let the high praise of Yahweh be in their mouth.
Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
And a two-edged sword in their hand.
Yeah, the two-edged sword right here. Alright, go ahead.
To execute vengeance.
Guess what? They're calling we Muslims. How the hell we look like Muslims? You see me talking in Shemba Allah Bakmak? You out here praising the Most High.
That's right.
You never see the Muslims with a blasted Bible in their hand. Prophesying. We praising the white man.
That's right.
Muhammad was a blasted white man. Love the white man.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
It says to execute vengeance upon the heathen.
Yeah, we executed vengeance upon the heathen. Spiritually, through the spirit of the Most High.
Good.
Go ahead.
And punishment upon the people.
Yeah, punishment upon the people. Now why they hate when we rebuke and hate. Go ahead.
To bind the kings with chains.
And that is what we're going to do physically when the Lord come back. The one you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, his true name is Yahweh.
And nobles with fetters of iron.
Yeah, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, Bill Gates, all these wealthy people are going to be servants in the kingdom of Israel. That's right, said the Lord.
But to execute upon them judgment written in this.
And to prove they know what's coming. That is the same scripture that Torah was reading in both of our nation. He saw Noah coming.
That's right.
Now why he ain't laughing no more? They can't send gifts to one another no more. Because why? These two prophets tormenting them once again.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Honor have all his sins. Praise ye Yahweh.
Praise ye Yahweh. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 24 verse 21. And it shall come to pass. Right. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth, and it shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. Right? So yeah, in that day, the Most High, when I take down the elite, right? When I take down the Illuminati, right? When Yahushua come back in them clothes, right? When I bring forth the serpents and the angels and the very lucky anger, right? And the elites going into prison, right? They're going to be our servants. You understand?
Straight to the point though. This is Ezekiel 25, verse 40. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
Why don't read the scripture? Right? Why don't read that in church? No, they will say God is love. Yeah, that is love. That is love. Revenge is love.
That's right.
Alright? And when the Lord rises up for us, that is love. Because the Lord coming to justify his anointed. Alright? The house of Israel. For all the atrocities that have been done against us. Alright? We're gonna rise up with the Spirit of the Lord. Somebody give him Malachi 3 and the last verse.
They can try.
But I'm back to verse 1.
Malachi.
But
Go back,
once
in
they
them.
have faith and courage in
Going back,
man,
Ezekiel 25, verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom.
Which are the so-called white people.
That's right.
Alright? Which they're not white, they're actually red. Alright? Most High gonna take them down.
That's
right. And right now they're saying the kingdom fallen.
That's right.
So we red devil. Hold that red devil up in the air. Alright? This red devil, when you people like to worship, guess what? He gonna be a thing of the past.
That's right.
He can't do nothing for you. He was the one who brought on against slavery. But the jackasses born out to this.
That's right.
Alright? He ain't gonna do nothing for you. Go ahead.
By the hand of my people Israel.
Yeah, just like the shrimp plant and the apes, we're gonna take the so-called white man and put him in slavery, put him in cage.
That's right.
Alright? We're gonna invent new games from cutting off his white breast, just like they did to us. Alright? We're gonna keep a new picnic. We're gonna call it Pick Whites. Just like they have picnic means pick a nigga. Guess what? We're gonna call it Pick Whites. Or Pick Esau, where we can walk on it.
I'm gonna have a record.
By that man, take a stop.
But we're gonna call it Pick Esau. We're gonna call it Slaughter Esau. That's gonna be the new piece.
That's right.
Yeah, we're gonna be a new nigga in the kingdom. Go ahead.
It says, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger.
Yeah, according to the Lord's anger. Your feelings like when the Lord tell the angel, holy hand, it is enough. Back in the time of David, Lord ain't gonna tell nobody that. Understand? The Most High gonna keep a group of Edomites who don't want to be destroyed and so they do it for the war with the rest of them. And we're gonna do it wonderfully.
That's right.
Wonderfully. Just like the Lord said, He rejoiced over us to take us down, we're gonna rejoice to destroy the so-called white nation.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord power.
God. You understand? And spiritually they see the Lord's vengeance right now. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let them hear. He that did it in the captivity shall go into captivity.
Yeah, and eye for eye, tooth for tooth. That law was never done away with. The so-called white man is into captivity. Hey, the scripture said all nations are into captivity. So all nations going into slavery.
Church,
Go ahead.
he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here
Hey.
is the patience of the
Hey.
of the saints.
Right now, they're preparing the Rex 84, the Project Megiddo. They are Gen 20. When they're trying to get rid of us. But guess what? You really feel, somebody give me Revelation 6 and 9. You really feel by bringing prophets to death, you're gonna stop coming? Hell nah. You actually just making us enter into a spiritual body even faster.
That's right.
You understand? You actually giving us an express ticket home.
That's right.
You ain't killing us, you setting us free.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation.
Can I say you giving us power?
I read the Holy Bible.
Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 6 verse 9.
I sure you never hear this read in church. Go ahead.
And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Most High
Go ahead.
and for the testimony.
Yes, so some of us can be put to death. So what? There's a praise unto the Most High.
That's right.
Precious in the sight of the Most High, the death of his sins.
Right.
And if it's the Lord for the Lord, he will be dead, so be it.
That's right.
Yes. I'm mad. Go ahead.
It says, and for the testimony which they held, and they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Yahweh power, holy and true, dost
Hey,
thou...
just like they show you in this movie, Green Pastures, they ain't call the three angels' name, but from understanding scriptures and spiritual sense, you know what Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that came continuously every day harassing the Lord to go and deliver Israel. I know whoever watched Green Pastures, it had three angels. All the angels were young, but them three angels were old, and they had long beards. They had long white beards, and every day they come and harass the Lord to deliver Israel.
So what fun is
You know, Lord.
You know, it's the same thing every day. Every day they come and harass the Lord, and the same thing with these our brethren walk in the spirit world. Raheem, Raheem, if you hear us right now, we know you're crying unto the Lord.
That's right.
You understand? Lord, will you come in and avenge my blood? You understand? Will you come in and avenge my blood? Go ahead.
It says, how long, O Yahweh, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?
No. You gotta forgive. You gotta forgive. You know what? So when the man who actually was doing the killing, he was dying, and it so happened that he had a doctor that was to help him, like to save his life. But when he did, he actually put a gadget around his neck with 12 gauge bullets. So if his heart stopped, the bullets would go up and blow up her head. Alright? And it so happened now that he didn't tell the man, he didn't tell the woman husband. But what happened with the man tell him now, he said really and truly, your son died. And it's not really the man that killed his son, it was actually I that caused his son to die. Can you forgive me? And he said, no, he asked him, he said, if I tell you who actually caused his son death, would you forgive him? And he said, yeah, I will forgive him. And he said, hey, I was the cause of your son death, can you forgive me? And you know this man did? This man take up a grinder, a big grinder, with a wood this, you know the wood this one with teeth, and hold it up to your neck. And say, yeah, I forgive you. Shh, cut your throat. So yeah, we forgive you after we don't pay us to death.
That's right.
Alright, go ahead. Yeah, you had a debt. The scripture say the land cannot be
avenged by.
You understand? Blood had to shed. Blood have to shed. But I go run. You understand? Thus sit the most side. We're coming when we say, take it up with the Lord. Go ahead.
It says, and white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled.
Yeah, so how more of us are going to die? So what? There's an express ticket to our. Somebody give me that. Give me that. 1 Corinthians 15. You shall not all sleep. Yeah, go ahead. Malachi 3.
Malachi chapter 3 verse 1. Behold, I will send my messenger, and the Lord whom ye seek shall suddenly come to his temple. Even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight in. Behold, he shall come, said the Lord of hosts. But who may abide in the day of his coming?
Yeah, who can abide? Who can abide when Yahushua come? Somebody give me Revelation 6:16. Just to back him up real quick. Go ahead.
Who shall stand when he appeareth? For he is like a refiner's fire and like a fuller's soap.
Yeah, Lord coming to clean up. Lord coming to clean up.
Hey, the fuller is a wash up.
Revelation 6:16.
Because you're in public.
This is Revelation 6:16. And said to the remnant, to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that steppeth on the throne.
Yeah, so they're going to be afraid when Yahushua come. Who will abide in his coming? Who will be able to stand? Ezekiel, I believe it's Ezekiel 22:14. Can thy heart endure? Can thy heart be strong?
Once your heart is clean, once your heart is strong, and the Creator above,
It says, and he shall sit as a refiner and a purifier of silver. He shall purify the sons of Levi, purge them as gold and
So guess
silver.
what? Them nations saying they're going to be doing that blasted.
welcome, because it's God here in
We're
above.
going to purge them. Go ahead.
And they may offer unto Yahweh, the Lord, unto Yahweh, an offering in righteousness.
God.
Last verse 18. They shall return, then shall he return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the Most High and him that serveth him not.
Yeah, guess what? You see this serve between them. Guess what? You don't put them to death. That don't serve the Lord. The scripture say that don't serve the Lord should be put to death. Whether be old or young, whether be small or great, they're going to be put to death.
And who heart is clean and strong.
Ask you something, go ahead. Which way you don't so go? Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 15.
And
First-
she's looking for a man or some kind of thing, nobody taking shit. Right.
Oh, looking for a man? Or I done fuck you already.
Verse 51.
I too expensive for you, go.
Or
Go
I
ahead.
done fuck you already.
I too expensive for you, go
Fuck you
ahead.
right here.
I too expensive.
1 Corinthians 15
You want to
verse
talk about God?
51.
You just come on and go on the end of the day.
Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed.
Shall all be changed. Understand? So guess what? Some of us gonna die, and as we die, we're gonna just go into that spiritual body one time. It's like it gonna be like you just take a wick, like you just I like
A man?
you're
No.
gonna feel so much fun, you're
A
gonna
man
feel
of God.
rejuvenated.
I'm talking about God
It's like
only.
Laura,
Right?
I was there. What's going on? You understand how you're gonna be?
It's only God when we
Yes,
come
sir.
out your mouth.
That's how you're gonna be. Look at this next people.
Not
The Lord should really make that mask stick on your head and shouldn't come out. And you don't look at yourself in the mirror all the time. You don't even know where the ass Halloween come from. Look at this next book. Alright? Go ahead.
Verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed.
Yeah, we shall be changed. So we're gonna be changed. And somebody came out, I believe it's Psalms 19
Go and try and
or
change your life.
17, the last verse.
If there's a man of God, go and try and change your life.
Yes, I believe it's 17, the last verse. Go ahead.
The Psalm
Not
chapter
saying that
17,
woman looking for man.
Psalm 17, verse 15. As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness.
Go ahead. Somebody came up first, John 3:3. Go ahead.
That woman looking for
I
man.
shall be satisfied when I awake with thy light.
Yeah, I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness. When I awake in that glorious body. You understand? Where you can't get sick no more. Where you, if, matter of fact, ain't gonna have no blasted, clamorous, and shameless woman in daddy. So you don't have to worry about that. Go ahead. Yeah.
This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 3. And every man that hath hope in him purified himself even as he is pure.
Already,
Yeah.
genius. That's
Go
what
ahead.
it is.
This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 2. Beloved, now are we the sons of power, and it doth not yet appear that we shall be what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is.
Yeah, we shall see him as he is. You understand?
Yeah, he's not getting in trouble, girl.
We shall see him as he is. We shall be like him. You understand?
Go ahead and
We're gonna be bold, Yabashim Shai, how he is. Are we gonna be that likeness? You understand? Go ahead. Scripture say you're gonna change your vile carcass. Go ahead.
It says Genesis chapter 1 verse 26.
Get some holy water and bathe with it.
And the power said, let us make man in our
Is there
image
any-
after our likeness.
Yeah, you understand? So we're gonna be in that God-like state.
Yeah, only man.
You understand? And that is what we're waiting upon. You understand? The scripture still waiting upon the basically the revelation of the creature, something like that, roughly paraphrasing. That is what we're waiting upon. When Yahweh shall reveal himself unto us and we be changed. Right? We waiting until the Lord change this whole place and put it how it's supposed to be. Because nothing ain't right now. Everything just upside down. You understand the scripture say the whole world is turned upside down. Understand? Turned upside down.
Almost.
God don't work so.
And we waiting for the rest. We waiting for the relevant to enter into the rest.
Son of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High.
Yeah, and that is the waiting for the manifestation of the Lord to come. Understand? And that, all the heavens waiting for the elect to come. Understand? Well,
Jumping to verse 21. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption.
yeah, shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption, this flesh. There is the bondage in the chains of darkness. There is the bondage of corruption, this flesh. Alright? Because when it said that the Lord, this is the bondage of corruption. Understand? Go ahead.
It says, because the creature itself shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of
Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as a potter's clay. It says, for shall the work say of him that made it, he had made me not? Or shall the things framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
Yeah, and that what you so-called white people let's do. You understand? Say that the Most High don't understand it. Shall the thing formed say to him that formed that he made me not? How you could say to the Most High, how you could say you don't have a power? How you could say you don't have a creator? When it's evident in society that somebody did create it. Nobody can come up with the science of the create a human body just so. A human body when just formed just so, that creation. You understand? But you so-called white people like to say, nah, you don't have a God no way. God don't exist. We evolved from monkeys. You understand? But who created the monkey? Who created the monkey? I just going on for them stupid so-called white people and them. Like to say that we just came into existence. You understand? What's up?
Just to say, right? He's have a way where him like to change, like try to modify everything and say, yo, man, make it better. You understand? With them GMOs, you understand? With the foods and all that, telling you that it's not good. You understand? You can't make a better version of it. You understand? But he's not the Most High. The Most High tells him, when he create everything, it was good. You understand what I'm saying? So how come now you know, I go come with your lying self, you understand? I come saying it's not good, you can't make it better. You understand? Holy money profane from the strain from the womb.
This is Psalms 14 verse 1. The fool had said in his heart, there is no power. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works.
Yeah, the fool had said in his heart there is no power. Only a fool will come to that conclusion that he didn't have a God. And you so-called white people is fools. All they fools. And you jakes who follow them is fools the same way. You understand? Because you know what that Jake saying that there is atheists and what? That they don't believe in a higher power. You understand? Israelites saying that. You rewind about 80 years ago, Israelites didn't believe that they have a higher power. But now, they don't have a God. You so-called white people corrupt the earth with your philosophy, your doctrine, the teachings that you put on the people in the land. You understand? And the teachings that you put on the Israelites. So the Most High don't care about the Chinese, he care about the Israelites, the things that teach the people how to live, which is false. That is what he care about. That is why judgment going to come on the earth. Because you teach the Most High people the wrong way. You understand? Yeah, 24, 20.
This is Job chapter 24, verse 20. The womb shall forget him.
Right, so he said the womb shall forget you. Meaning no so-called white people ain't going to come back after 1,000 years. The womb going to forget Edomite. They think going to have Edomite on the earth because why? If we ruling in the kingdom of heaven, why would it have the devil right there? If we in paradise and peace, why is the devil still have a chance to live? The devil had to do away with it. Evil had to go. You understand? Evil had to go.
The worm shall feed sweetly on him.
The worm shall feed sweetly on you. You understand? You going to be worm food. You so-called white people going to be worm food.
Well, he shall be no more remembered, and wickedness shall be broken as a tree.
Yeah, you ain't going to be remembered no more. You see all this wickedness you pollute this earth with, Father? You see all this wickedness you pour on this land? The reason why we outside here is because there is wickedness in this land. That is why we outside here. The Most High don't send any prophets. Wait that peace. Wait that peace. The Most High ain't going to send any prophets there. It's where you have a wicked society, the prophets has come.
That's right.
Jeremiah 28 and 8. Jeremiah 28, 8 and 9. Somebody get it?
This is Revelation 21, 27. And there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life.
Right, so nobody is going to come into the kingdom who is not predestinated to come into the kingdom of heaven. Only Israelites could come into the kingdom of heaven. Understand? You so-called white people, you defile this earth. You defile the thoughts of the people in this land, the minds of the people. You defile the minds. You understand? You defile the minds. You make people thinking right now is in a defiled state. They're thinking that a homosexual is a good thing. You understand? Because why? The so-called white man tell them that is a good thing. Homosexual is an abomination.
That's right.
A lesbian is an abomination. That's right. Selling drugs in the communities is an abomination in the eyesight of the Lord. And killing their brother for marching their clocks is an abomination also. Because it's going contrary to the laws of the Most High. But the so-called white man make it easy for these things to flourish in his system. He make it easy for drugs to sell, for guns to come into the country. He make it easy for a man to lie with the next man. But to do the right thing, he make it hard. You understand? Because he's the devil, the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Isaiah chapter 5. It's Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Right, so what to you that call evil good and good evil? That is you mainly you see you people on the sign here, you see you Israelites, from Judah to down the way to Issachar, all you call this wicked system good, and all you call what we doing outside here evil. Look at them wicked, look at them niggas outside here preaching. All you say this is evil when this is actually the works of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's right. The true works. The truth. We outside here telling all you the truth. And the Bible. You understand? But all you say is evil. And then all you say lying with the next man is good. Selling drugs is good. Committing adultery is good. You understand? All you say that good. And all you say this wicked.
Selling drugs is good. The police in this country will not be breaking down all and drugs.
Isaiah 47. Isaiah 47 and 9. But these two things shall come to thee in the moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thy enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness.
God.
Thou hast said, none seen me.
God, they said nobody seen you. When the Most High have an angel right there watching everything unfolding so. You understand? You write down, you're passing laws all in your institutions, in your UN meeting, in your closed door meeting, in your Illuminati meetings, for to oppress Jake. And they say nobody seen you.
So like in 2007, prior to YouTube, they had secret societies, but they was ruling in secret. Right? And better YouTube.
When you're done here tonight, go and get the same book and read it.
Scripture say how are the things of Esau searched now? Right, how are the hidden things of Esau searched now? How are his hidden things sought out? You understand?
It says, thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it had perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me.
Yeah, you say, I am.
Wait, when I was really studying into Christianity, I was going to take gnosis, right? Where you get the stone nudge? Gnosis, right? Means that that Greek word for knowledge, to know. A nice part of the whole thing. So the science, the health, the religion, it's all gnosis. All right? Gnosticism is part of the religion, right? Because they say they break up break up the man into for knowledge into two things, right? I think it's I can't remember two words that they use. I can't remember two words that they use, right? But one of the words means like this identity of knowing yourself, and you can only get that, you can only there's something going into sparking in the fight. You know that each and every person has a flame, right? The spirit is a flame. And to spark that divine flame, you have to get it through knowledge, right? So that's why they mix religion with that process of knowledge, right? There's wickedness, there's sorcery, there's enchantment.
Right? The so-called white man is a sorcerer from the beginning. That's why when you look up in Genesis 3:1, when you look up serpent, come from the Hebrew word nakash, which means a warlock or a sorcerer, basically. That's what it means. And it wasn't a freaking snake, it was a man. But Christianity, with the folly that they teach, they come and tell you that was a snake, and even Adam eat an apple, and a snake come and talk to them. That's madness. They believe most like some kind of fairy tale or some kind of thing. It was just parabolic talk.
Or metaphoric talk, because it's actually trying an example. As A is as the apple, B is as the bud, right? Because he was cunning, as the serpent was the most cunning creature in God, right? The word creature means a man, but it's Mark 16 and 15, right? So you're talking about man, right? But the characteristic of a snake is cunning and sly, right? So that's how the creature was. Why you call them creatures? Because they don't have the laws, right? They were the nations that they don't have the laws, right? So it's cunning. So it's parabolic or metaphoric talk. You understand?
You know, some of these people don't realize they just use that talk every day. Because some people be, but how you getting on just like a dog, so boy? You understand? They just use that slang every day. They use that talk every day. It's just to know they don't dish.
Even like a woman, you say bitch squeeze it out of here, woman be quiet. You just say a shameless woman will be a total issue. You understand?
That's right. But they say, what they fail to consider is that Moses, who wrote Genesis, he wasn't there. Understand? So he was experiencing to the best of his ability. Alright? When he saw, he wrote.
Kind of like John Patmos.
Just like John.
Ezra saw the Indians, he is Ezra. He described the epistles as arrows. John the Revelator, right? He was in here, but he saw the epistles too. He said, when they hit
because as I say, Isaiah called it to Mr. a couple of tries and apply the fire and so on. And going back to Moses, Moses said the Most High put Adam into a deep sleep and cut off Mr. and take out a rib. Now we know that thing happened, but that is what Moses saw, so Moses wrote. Understand?
the fire is so going down, it's so going up, it's going up. It's all done, it's never made us down. It's correct itself. Yes.
And as I see you want to get a flame is always dance. It was still like how the flame, only flame that will dance is a concentrated one from a cutting sword. You want to actually tamper with it. But flame is natural, how to say, style or natural flow. It will actually do this. It will
flicker. If you watch, if you actually take time out like the current one, so how much of time dance that movement, it is caress the hair, it have a vibe. You understand?
And we are that flame. That's why we can move to the rhythm. But teachers can't, they ain't good dance. You understand? They know this rhythm. Only we, the scriptures say Psalms 14, we put that